Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A boost in the housing market as dozens of new luxury homes are being built along Lake Las Vegas. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Stronger winds are expected today between 25 and 35 miles per hour with gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Now, the wind advisory has been extended until 11 p.m. tonight. Those gusty winds could cause power outages and make it difficult to drive. We can expect a high around 73 degrees, which is 10 to 12 degrees cooler than the seasonal averages. We'll also be seeing a high in the 70s on Saturday and temperatures in the 80s for Sunday through next week. Overnight lows continue in the 50s and 60s. In your top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A decision will be made today if former councilwoman Michele Fiore will be suspended without pay after she was found guilty of conspiracy and wire fraud charges. This will be decided by the Nevada Commission on Judicial Discipline this morning. Fiore was suspended from her seat in the Pahrump Justice Court with pay after her indictment in July and has been paid over $20,000 since then. Local attorneys say they expect Fiore to face some time behind bars. A sentencing hearing has been set for January 3rd. Las Vegas athletic clubs will be reopening their pools after being closed for 2 months. The closure came after a 58-year-old woman drowned in February in one of their pools. All LVAC have hired lifeguards, and their reopening dates will vary based on their location. The new pool hours will be Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to noon and 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now for weekends, that's going to be open from 8 a.m. to noon. An executive director of the Las Vegas Clark County Library District is required to implement ethics training for himself and his staff after he accepted free Super Bowl tickets earlier this year. This is in accordance with an agreement approved on Wednesday by the Nevada Commission on Ethics. The Library District's policy prohibits district staff from accepting gifts worth over $40. Super Bowl tickets were valued at around $8,600. And to help voters prepare for the upcoming general election, 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleets explains another one of the 7 questions that'll be on the November 5th ballot.
Question 6 addresses one of the nation's most controversial issues, abortion. Currently, abortion in the first 24 weeks of pregnancy is protected through a 1990 voter referendum. It is also protected after 24 weeks if a physician deems it is necessary to the mother's health. But the ballot question would replace a state statute by enshrining abortion rights into the Nevada Constitution. Supporters say that would add a permanent layer of protection to the right to an abortion and to make decisions about one's own body. Opponents argue that the ballot question would create uncertainties, including whether parents could have a say in their minor daughter getting an abortion.
In business, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. A luxury home builder is preparing to develop the 42-home La Cova neighborhood along Lake Las Vegas. It'll be located on 3 peninsulas next to the Lake Las Vegas in the private South Shore community purchased by Tri-Point Homes for $18.9 million. Some floor plans include casitas, lofts, outdoor decks, wet bars, large stacking doors, and other features. Developers say the first production of the homes will be built by December, and prices are expected to fall within $2 to $3 million. After the first Superior Grocers in Vegas opened back in March at 1955 North Nellis Boulevard, a second location will be opening at 390 South Decatur Boulevard. The grocery store will be taking over the space currently occupied by Opportunity Village thrift store that'll be relocating to Opportunity Village's new Northwest campus, Betty's Village North.
Now for your sports update, sponsored by PT's Taverns, your place to watch all the sports action. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstavern.com. UNLV is fresh off of being knocked out of the NIT tournament by Seton Hall back in the spring, and head coach Kevin Kruger is using that as a learning experience for this upcoming season.
It becomes more attainable because it's more realistic, and it's not a wish. It's something that we weren't that far away from doing. Even though our resume might not have been great, we showed on different occasions that we were a team that probably could have played in the NCAA tournament, and I'm not saying we should have been. I don't think we should have, but we had the ability to do so.
In Your Health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Some local CCSD students put their green thumbs to work for the 11th annual Fall Giant Student Farmers Market. Now, this took place Wednesday at the Clark County Government Center, where more than 330 students from 33 CCSD schools sold fresh produce and handmade crafts to the community. They raised nearly $10,000 to preserve the school's garden programs that give students hands-on learning experience, from understanding how produce grows to practicing environment conservation.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The UNLV football team looks to become bowl eligible Saturday when it faces Oregon State. The visiting Rebels are 6.5-point favorites at the Westgate Superbook, with the total at 59.5. The Beavers are plus 220 on the money line. In the featured game of the weekend, Texas is a 4.5-point home favorite over Georgia. The total is 57, and the Bulldogs are plus 175 on the money line. Also, Alabama is a 3-point road favorite over Tennessee, which is plus 135 on the money line. The total is 56.5. Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The result wasn't what Aiden O'Connell had hoped for in his first start back with the Raiders when they faced the Steelers in Week 6. Looking ahead to Week 7, O'Connell says the Raiders have to make sure that they start out strong and fast on offense.
Obviously, we want big explosive plays, but we want to be able to move the ball, chip away, and just stay in positive downs. I think, the call sheet gets tight when you back yourselves up in the bad situation. So try to give Luke as many options as possible on every play.
In lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. Owners of a new downtown bar hope it'll offer a 5-star dive bar experience. Jive Turkey recently opened in the Huntridge area and occupies the former Mahoney's Drum Shop on South Maryland Parkway. Jive Turkey offers a variety of cocktails, fun shots, and beer. And if you're hungry for a bite, it offers items like a smashed burger, Chicago dog, and chicken sandwiches. Live bands will also be coming to perform at the bar, according to an announcement. Moving on to entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Barry Manilow canceled his Vegas show last night mid-performance due to audio problems. Manilow had finished performing his hit Can't Smile Without You, with the band continuing to play when he ended the performance at Westgate's International Theater. A rep for Manilow confirmed the Vegas headliner was experiencing monitor issues that couldn't be fixed during the show. Refunds were offered to the crowd. Thanks for watching 7 at 7. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Join us weekly at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to get the latest Las Vegas news updates.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.